Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Shub and you people are watching my channel Shibai Info. In this video we are going to learn about reproduction in plants. This is the question answer session. So without wasting time, let's begin with the video. In question answers we'll be discussing about short question answers and long question answers. So first let us begin with the short question answers. So the first question which is there in the CBSE board of short are list 3 examples. The first question is list 3 examples of reproduction in plants through underground roots. So in the previous videos we have discussed about this thing very well. We have discussed that there are the reproduction in plants through underground roots. It is there through stems, etc. So here you have to mention first of all that the 3 examples of reproduction in plants are. Then you have to write the examples, and of the examples you have to write their examples also. Like you can see here, like I have written tubers, then I have given their example also, that is potato. Same with rhizome, for example ginger and water lily. So like this you have to write in this question and learn it also in that way only. Next, second question we have, with the help of a diagram explain how pollination leads to fertilization. So here there are two main words in the question. One is pollination and the other one is fertilization. So first you have to discuss about pollination, that what is pollination. So what is pollination? You have to explain that, like pollination, it is the transfer of pollen grains from the anther to the stigma of a flower. So like this, then you have to tell there are two types of self pollination and cross pollination. So there are two types of pollination, self and cross pollination. After pollination, a thin tube called the pollen tube, etc, etc, you have to write all the things. After explaining pollination and its type, then you have to write the definition and the process of fertilization also. In next question is explain sexual reproduction in a hibiscus flower. So this question also we have done during the videos. If you want to understand these questions very well, then you can watch out the previous videos. Next is our long question answers. So long question answers, first question is compare and contrast. In this question what you have to do, you have to just explain budding, fragmentation and spore formation. Means we have to explain different types of asexual reproduction and their types of budding, fragmentation, spore formation. So in the question number 2 there are only two questions, two long questions are only there. In question number 2 is explain how layering is different from grafting in the artificial method of reproduction in plants. In the previous video we had discussed about grafting, but our layering was left. So what is layering? In this what happened, this process is just, in this process only there is a stem involved from the parent plant only. Like layers are system or layers are stem that usually form roots while still attached to the parent plant. Means when the plant is attached to the, means when the stem is attached to the parent plant, and then only it gains its roots. Okay, so this is only a brief information about layering. Next we have extra questions. So what is extra question? These are just extra questions that I have created, means I have found in betweens from the chapter and that I have written over here. So question number 1, mention the mode of reproduction in the following plants. So the mode of reproduction in Spirogyra, yeast, money plant you have to find. Okay, and that the answers are for Spirogyra. Spirogyra is a plant. It is a plant that breaks itself into fragments, small fragments. So that is why it undergoes the process of fragmentation. Now yeast, what it does? B part, it forms or it reproduces by the process of budding. C. Money plant. Now how does it reproduce? So it reproduces through vegetative propagation. Okay. Second question. In second question, you have to give one difference between unisexual and bisexual. So you can easily tell that in unisexual only one part is there, either female or either male, and in bisexual there are both the productive parts, right? In question number third, you have to tell any two plants where vegetative propagation or vegetative reproduction takes place by roots. So they are sweet potato and dahlia, which is written here, but you can also write water lily. It is also an example of this only. Now fourth question. In this you have to name a yellow powdery substance that is present in the anther. Okay, so that is the pollen grains, right? Answer is pollen grains. Why we are seeing them as yellow powdery substance? Because their color is yellow and it looks like small powder particles. So that is why it is written as pollen grains. Next, question number 5. In which part of flower does fertilization occur? So you have to just name that part, and that is the ovary. Now sixth question is bryophyllum leaves reproduce using which mode of reproduction? So it is the vegetative propagation method only. It is by asexually, right? It is done asexually by the vegetative propagation method. Seventh is what are the bulb-like projections forming in yeast? So you just have to name the bulb-like projections. We have discussed about them in detail in the previous videos. So they are the buds. Next, question number 8 is write the male and female reproductive parts present on the flowers. So they are the stamen and the pistil. Stamen is male and pistil is female. So you just have to write these answers like this. Next question is banana is a fruit without seeds. Give reason. So in this you have to just give the reason. You have to just tell that why banana is a fruit that do not has seeds. In 10th question, it is fruit is the ripened ovary of a flower. So you have to write the answer. After fertilization, the ovary of a flower develops and becomes a fruit with seed present inside. So like these extra questions, many more questions can be formed from your book. So you can just take a reading of the book afterwards, as these 10 questions are the main and extra questions, but there can be more questions also that can be formed. So now I'm gonna give you the summary of the chapter, full chapter. So in this chapter of reproduction in plants, we have discussed about many things. So let's begin from the starting. Only I'll take 2 minutes more. So reproduction in plants can be done by 3 methods: asexual, vegetative and sexual. Let's discuss about asexual. Asexual has 3 types: fragmentation, spore formation, and the third one is budding. Second, vegetative method of reproduction. It has 2 types. First is natural and artificial. Natural method can be seen in subaerial and underground stems, roots and leaves. Artificial can be seen by cutting, layering, grafting and tissue culture. Sexual, it involves fertilization. Fertilization gives rise to zygote. Then that zygote develops into embryo, which is present inside the seed. And that seed germinates into a new plant. Okay. Then in sexual reproduction only. In sexual, there are organs involved like of flower, and flower can be of 2 types: unisexual and bisexual. Examples of unisexual are watermelon and cucumber. They undergo self-pollination. Example of bisexual are rose and hibiscus. They undergo the cross-pollination. The agents of cross-pollination are wind, water and insects. Parts of flower. What are the parts of flowers? So they are stamen, which is male, and pistil, which is the female. So that's all in this video. Thank you all for watching. In this video we have learned about reproduction in plants. We have also discussed about question answer, summary, extras. This was the last video for the chapter. We have covered one chapter, that is 11th chapter, reproduction in plants, class 7th. And if you have any doubts related to this video, then please comment me below. Thanks for watching. Bye bye. And yeah, do not forget to like, subscribe and share to Shubhar Info. Thank you all. See you in the next video.